Yeah, what's going on? It's your boy ShmaccinMclitty.
And it's your girl, MsKickRocks.
And we're back with another show of A Difference of Opinion. Yo, how you doing, Brett?
Yo, I'm better now. I had the flu, bruh.
They had you out for the count for a minute. Yo, standing 8. I said, damn, little baby going through.
Yo, I was sweating serious. So serious.
Man.
I sweat through like 2 pairs of pajamas. A mink blanket.
Yeah.
I was going through linen like it wasn't nothing.
But you back.
I'm back. I'm
back
better
like
than
you
ever.
never left. Come
Yes.
on, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, before we really get into it, y'all already know what to do. Go and like, subscribe, follow at A Difference of Opinion podcast if you're on YouTube right now. And then Instagram is A Difference of Opinion show.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did good.
Come on. I normally get them mixed up, but today was right.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Come on. Thank you, man. I'm working on it. Hey, so I know we talked about it before, Britt, but time is getting closer. I'm getting hyped for this Something in the Water. You know what I mean? I'm getting hyped for it. I ain't got no hotel room down here. I've been trying to go at the cheap
Gotta
way.
get you a tent.
Yeah. Hey, but it's on the beach, man. It'll be nice. I ain't worried about it, but you know, I'm just hyped for Virginia. You know, and hopefully, you know, my people act right out there. You know what I mean? I don't want no more Bay Days. If you're familiar with Bay Days, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Let this live, baby. Let it live, baby. You know what I mean? But did you hear about the How High 2?
No, I didn't hear about that. I heard DC Young Fly was gonna be in it.
Yeah, DC Young Fly and Lil Yachty, man. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So is like Method Man or Redman gonna make a cameo in it?
No, in fact, they were not consulted at all about the sequel.
Ooh.
Yeah, but Mike Epps is gonna be in it. So you know you got your baby powder coming back. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I'm a little worried about that. How High is literally like my favorite movie ever.
It's a
I know
cult
every
classic,
single
man.
word to that movie. So.
Like you can't just not have meth and red in it. Like
even like your uncle Red. You know what I'm saying? Like he'd be a perfect uncle role.
Yeah. It just I don't know. Maybe I Need Money will be back.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm still not sold on it.
Nah, man. The trailer is out there. Y'all go look at it, man.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, if you're a fan of the original, talk to us, man. Talk to us. I'm befuddled. I'm perplexed. Yeah.
But we gonna see. I got some type of faith in it because DC Young Fly, he's really talented.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not always on board with his sense of humor, but I do think he's really I've heard him sing and dance, and that nigga can dance.
Yeah.
Like he be on the internet getting.
Yeah, but I mean not that he's not even dead, but it's like reliving Chris Tucker all over again, but just in a new remodeled form. It's like that voice is so
Chris
familiar.
Tucker with face tat.
Yeah, with Lil Wayne face tats. Like they just blended together. Hey, but we love it, man. We love it. Best of luck to it, man. I hope it does well. I hope it's good.
I do too. For the culture, because we can't. Please don't mess up.
Come on,
don't
man.
Mess up
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you can't mess up How High. Oh my god. But all right, so we got some other crazy topics. Well, not even crazy. I guess today is more so just a. Yeah, I guess we can say crazy. Would you say crazy? Later. No.
We gonna see. We gonna see how this shit gonna go.
Facts. Yo, but you know, I got my joint button up to my nose now.
Okay, you West Coastin'.
Yeah,
rest in peace, Nipsey.
Rest in peace, Nip, dog, man. Oh my goodness.
God, I had the flu, so I was already emotional. You know what I'm saying? That joint hit me like a ton of bricks. I can't believe my homie gone.
Yo, and that's my homie. Like that's literally how it feels. It's like we lost a big brother. Like literally somebody who already went through what most people, a lot of in those situations are going through, and showing us the other end of it.
And always just reinvesting in the community.
Yeah.
You know, always trying to, be wise and put us up on game. And I think that's big as well. And that's been his brand consistently.
Yeah.
And I think that's big too. A lot of people come in and they want to switch it up.
Mm-hmm.
And not that that's a bad formula because, people like Hov. I love Hov.
Right.
And he switched it up and he's giving back. But Nipsey was just, consistent through and through. And I think, that don't hit me. Like, I think we were a lot of us girls out here, we were all like side bitches to Lauren London, and we was okay with that. And so it's hurtful for us too, but just not quite on the level of Kodak Black, because my boy is like wilding on the internet.
Why? Yeah, it's just that's literally when it's just like hashtag too soon. Like, in my honest opinion, if he'd have said it to his homies, a lot of brothers would have probably have felt the same way, unfortunately. But it's just in the day of social media and cameras, it was just out there, and it's just way too soon. Like, we haven't even mourned, bro.
It just felt insensitive.
Yeah, I think, very much so.
I think that part of it is kind of like comedic in a sense, because it's like he doesn't know any better.
Right.
He clearly doesn't know. He be like, my nigga, I mean, rest in peace, Nipsey. Like, that was my homie too. Like, but at the same time, like, his old lady need to get taken care of, and I'm trying to be that nigga.
It just came off and came out very wrong. Like, you called him dude. Like, show him respect. Like,
speak my nigga name.
Yeah,
my nigga name.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it just, I just think he was just, just being a young nigga, like like Nip said, young nigga, and it's like, I didn't get put on to. Well, I listened to Nip back when he had the song "Killer" with Drake. Like, that was my first introduction to Nip, and then I missed the whole Crenshaw compilation, but that Victory Lap. I think for me, it was already a classic when it dropped last year, but it just was so much. It was just a wealth of just knowledge.
Oh, you went back and listened to it and really let it sit and marinate.
Well, no, I'm just saying from where I was back then. I thought it was like album of the year back then.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was Grammy nominated, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and it was due that nomination. It should have won, but it's just And like I said earlier, man, listening to Blue Laces too is just like hearing him spit that story, like, and now it just could, it's just real, man. It's like, I talked to a lot of people this week, and they're like, man, it hurt, like, for real, like, if you really knew him. And I think it's just, why it hurt, not only because it was Nip and what he was obviously representing, but it's just because he was going in the right direction. Like, I felt like that was a train, and everybody felt like Nipsey was a train that you wouldn't mind young people jumping on board with. Like, because you trusted the direction he was going into, not because he rapped about it, not because he talked about it, not because he had it all over Instagram, but he did it. Yeah. You know what I mean? He kept it in home. And it's like, man, if you derailed that train going in the right direction, man, it's like...
And I think it's heartbreaking because at the end of the day, I think all of us look at Nipsey and think, somebody like that. Mm-hmm. Somebody in your life that's just a good dude, right. A stand-up guy. And unfortunately, we hear this story happen way too frequently. Yeah. Where somebody who is a good person is getting taken from us soon. Not the villain, not the person, hurting everybody, robbing everybody. Right. It's a good one.
Because unfortunately, I'm sure there's a lot of people that we felt like we would have sacrificed instead of Nipsey. Like, like,
let's not go there.
Right. We're not even going to talk about that because we don't wish that on nobody. But I'm sure we would have liked it,
Yeah, we would have traded.
Yeah, but man, it's just, it's heartbreaking. But I hope this does one of two things. Is motivate people to do it. Like, I hope this becomes a martyr situation in which he died for what he believed in, and because he was unjustly taken from us, in a sense, that it just creates this bubbling of people that just want to do what he did. Like, you can't kill us all. Like, I mean, right. we're gonna rise up. We're gonna do better, and that's the problem. It's like Nipsey was trying to bring people with him, and people don't like that. He don't. All right, it's cool that you win. Yeah, I mean, we can deal with one person winning, but when you start winning and you want other people to win with you, then I think the higher ups got an issue with that. And it's like, or pride has an issue with that. And it's just, I just, like I said, I just hope it becomes a martyr and other people just rise up. So let us rise up. Let us be businessmen and businesswomen. Let us go out there and own everything. Yeah. Buy our communities and raise our communities up. Let's not let other other communities take our homes, man. Like, you know, when you get lemons, make lemonade. So we may not have the best of situations, but we can always make it better. That's just what we do. Like, we could have had nothing but the anus of a pig and made chitlins out of it. Come on, man. Like, we need to let that go. Like, that's my own personal gripe. Like, look, man. For y'all still eating chitlins.
I didn't know where we were going with these chitlins. I didn't know if I was supposed to be on board with that. That's why I was like over here.
We need to let that go, man.
Yeah,
like,
I'm with you on that one. Okay.
At one point, that's all we had. You know, kudos to our ancestors for making it through with pig butt and pig intestine. But y'all, let that go, y'all. Hot sauce ain't doing it, man. Hot sauce and vinegar can't be making. All right, I'm just saying that's my personal gripe. I'm not.
Is it because it's a pig's ass and not?
Yeah, I want to eat nobody's intestinal. Like, I don't eat no intestinal.
You don't eat ass?
Huh?
Homie, you heard me. That's what my mom said. Homie, you heard me.
I heard you, but I didn't understand you. You know what I mean? That's what that hum was. I acknowledge you said something.
All right.
All right. But I'm not eating it. I'm not digesting it. Like that, even if I, All right. I
can almost smell them right now.
Yeah, and that's what it was, man.
That's crazy.
That's what it's actually like. I woke up one morning. And I believe it woke me out of my sleep. And I went downstairs and, I'm like, what is that horrid smell? Like, and they told me what it was. And from that day, it's like, I could never eat something that smelled like that.
And then you got to clean them again. They say they came clean and then you got to clean them again. That just, ooh.
Yeah.
I got to go stay
Don't you put bleach
else.
in them?
What?
You don't bleach buttholes? I mean, like,
whoa.
Don't you clean it? Oh, I thought you cleaned.
You definitely clean them, but you don't bleach them.
Oh, I don't know.
Bleach is deadly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you just, I didn't think people dumped the whole thing of bleach, but I thought maybe a little concoction of cleaning.
Nah, bro. We need to change the subject on a difference of opinion.
All right, look, man. Moral of the story is don't eat chitlins. They're not good for you. All right, so talking about injustice, man, we also want to transition
from chitlins to politics
to other pig things. Bacon.
Yes.
Come on.
About this shit.
You see that transition? That love me, man. Yeah, you see that transition, baby? Yeah, bacon.
But let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
When the last time you been to a Waffle House or IHOP and they ain't had no motherfucking bacon?
I can't recall.
You just a little bit of you just got infuriated right now.
You a breakfast spot? How you not going bacon?
Bacon? No turkey bacon. What is this?
Right? Come on, man. All right, man. Look. So if y'all did, go ahead, Britt.
Yes. So Marietta, Georgia, this past weekend. The following weekend. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say. March 30th, 31st, that weekend.
Right.
This couple, black couple, they look about 50, 45, 50-ish. They go to IHOP. Her husband go in there to order some bacon. They ain't got no bacon, so my boy's mad about it.
Tight.
Somewhere in the midst of things, the cops are called because allegedly, old boy threw a death threat.
Right.
Off the bacon.
That nobody heard, but the people
bacon.
Who called the police. Bacon, man.
So the bacon show up. Yes, that's what I said. The bacon shows up. No, the cops show up.
Transition, baby. Yeah.
And somehow, some way along the midst, it was about a 5-minute dialogue between this gentleman and the police. Now, I want to let you guys know that this gentleman happens to be a business owner. He had on a white button up. I mean, yeah, he had his top button undone and all that, but he looked like a together dude. In the first 4 minutes, the cop and the man are arguing, and the man's just asking the cop, like, yo, don't talk to me like that. I'm a grown man. Right. Please don't talk to me like that. He's pleading to be treated with some respect. Right. Now, y'all have been called, and that is that, but let's go ahead and do this in an amicable way. Right.
And he does. In my personal opinion, and I'm sure we're gonna throw the video for you to view. He does. He absolutely does. In my opinion, obviously, when the video first comes on, the gentleman in question, the gentleman that has been offended in this case, is yelling from the other side of the camera at the customer that the video is focused on. So they're having this obviously a quarrel about who lied on who. And then in the middle of that, I guess to gain control of the conversation, the officer starts to elevate his voice to grab the man's attention. At that point, the man feels offended. Why are you yelling at me? I'm a grown man. You know, this, that, and the third. And it's just, it ends up being another black man resisting arrest, thrown to the ground, punched in his face. Several times, held down by four police officers, trained officers of the law. It just is a terrible sight. In this day and age, a grateful sight because obviously it could have been completely worse.
True.
Like it could,
and it was scary the whole time because you just like we're all sitting here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sitting on edge. Like, Lord, please don't let this happen. His wife's sitting there. Please don't do this. Please don't kill him. Please. And she at a certain point, she's just like, please, if y'all gonna do anything, just handcuff him already. You punching him and throwing him all around, all for what? He didn't swing on nobody. He didn't spit on nobody. He didn't knock nothing over, break anything. He's just like, yo. Why y'all coming at me? You trying to figure out who's the issue here and who's being truthful. Right. And next thing you know, you coming at me aggressively like I'm a problem and I'm not. Don't talk to me like that. I'm cool over here.
Absolutely. And I think the issue is, or maybe what sparks the conversation up is, are we being accountable for our own actions? Are we sparking any type of warranted aggression? Or at least are we covering our own ass, as they say? Are you doing what you need to do to make sure that you're out of harm's way when dealing with police? Are you complying with what they're asking? Are you being respectful? Now, Brett, do you feel like, and I feel like in this case, there's no more that this gentleman can do, but overall, in most cases that we see, do you feel like there's a particular code of conduct that you need to have? Not necessarily if a police officer is yelling at you and being disrespectful, but just in general. Like, if a cop pulls you over...
No.
Okay. Talk about it. What's your opinion?
I don't think that there's a protocol to being a motherfucking human being and to being a victim or to be a motherfucking inmate. There's not a protocol that you're trained on. Right. You're a human being. So if your face is plastered and pushed into the mud, your first thing to do is to react and to create space, to react.
Right.
To protect yourself, to clinch. That's what your reaction is to do. And as professionals, as you mentioned, I'm glad you mentioned that earlier, these people are trained professionals. So this is their profession. We actually pay for them to do this, to protect and serve. So when they are called to the scene, I think that is their responsibility to try to de-escalate. And you don't de-escalate a situation by applying an additional force and by bickering and making people feel disrespected. You just don't do that. You separate the two. You try to find the facts and let that be that. I feel like in this scenario, the police officers are absolutely to blame because if he's a citizen and he's upset and he feels like, why are you guys coming and attacking me, like, and treating me this way, it's like you're automatically assuming that I did wrong. Right. So yes, I feel away, and please don't talk to me like that. Please don't talk to my wife like that. I'm a man. Right. He says several times that I'm a man. Right. He didn't hit anybody. Right. He didn't do anything crazy.
Right. And that's where I think the concern is we want to see our black sons come home. We want to see men of color in general just make it home. I think it's been a cry from the street, man, that, from many people that have already been slain, not just now in the last 5 or 10 years, but history.
Right.
It's just been a case.
Centuries, centuries.
And I want to say this because there are men and women that are protecting this country and serving this country with dignity and with honor and have just and brave, courageous hearts. And I'm sure that there's not a lot of people that want to be police officers because you are willingly saying, I'm going to put my life on the line every time I'm out there. So I don't deny, like I said, the intensity of a situation. But in this matter, in this case, man, like, there has to be somebody with some emotional intelligence that can come into a situation, understand that obviously there is petty argument happening. That's really all this is. Right. Like, this couple and IHOP are having a petty argument over some bacon.
Because they want to call corporate and make a complaint.
Right. That's
really what this was over.
His wife wants to call corporate wants to have you know.
And all of y'all are being dicks because nobody knew how to order the damn bacon or just go to Walmart, get some petty cash and get some goddamn bacon.
Yeah.
So now y'all want to call and be some fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I hate people like that.
Yeah.
And it's not fair that this dude has to, you know, people will look at the situation and be like, oh, well, you're too hype or you too this or you too that. And you have to act in a certain way. I'm a man. Right. I pay my taxes. I'm a business owner. I'm a man. And I don't feel like other people and other citizens of this country that do the same thing, if they're more fair complected than me, I don't feel like they have to do that. Right. I feel like they can have the same feelings and it be acknowledged, but it's not fair for him to have to feel that way. I don't feel like he did anything wrong, and I want our sons to come home all day, but I want our sons to come home and at the same time have the dignity and respect to know that this isn't motherfucking 1800. You know what I'm saying? This is 2019. Right. You have to work. You have to serve your country. You have to pay your taxes in. You deserve the same rights as everybody else. And we pay their salaries. Right. So they have to act with some type of decorum. Mm-hmm. And they have to be trained. Right. And they have to have some sense of accountability to act in a certain manner and to gain control so people continue to respect them and abide by what they're trying to do. To me, it's not even about authority. You understand what I'm saying? Like, fuck authority altogether. I don't even like that word, because if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as a teacher, as a school administrator, you know, as a leader in the community, it's not about authority. It's about us all working together, and it's about you giving respect and you receiving respect. It's about the exchange of that.
And I think that would be very important. And I like seeing videos in which you do see a cop playing basketball with some kids in the neighborhood. I recently saw one with it was a little weird, but the little cop was out there playing Barbie dolls with the little girls. Like, but you know, their mom vouched for that. Either way, I feel like if cops would just know the community that they patrol, you know, I think and people knew cops. You know, because you don't just come in there to be a scary face. Like, nobody wants to see a cop car for no reason. Like, it's not a welcoming sight. There's never oh, hey, man, it's Officer Jimmy, man. Hey, man, how's the wife and kids or whatever the case. It's never a welcoming, hey, this is the guy who keeps our neighborhood safe. There's never that. It's always, if a cop comes in the neighborhood, oh, shoot, lock the door. You know what I mean? Y'all go wherever, because that's just not the relationship that the community has with officers. And I think if we can start having that being done, or, and I know this is just going to sound crazy for a police officer or a police station to do, but there should be, black and white cops together. You know what I mean? That way, if you arrive at a scenario, you know what I mean, if there's a black person, let the black officer go and speak to the black man. You know, because he can understand my aggression in a situation. I feel like as two black men that share this complexion, we know what it means to be a black man in this country. Let me talk to the man that may at least on some accountability relate to me. That way, if I'm aggressive, he can say, hey, bro.
In a perfect world, that might be cool, right. But then I'm sure there are a lot of things that they can say about diversity and equality and equal opportunity that will make me make that hard. But I don't think it's a bad idea. I just think that, you know, we have to hold, just like I get held accountable at my job and our viewers get held accountable at their job, there's got to be some sense of that when it comes to the police department and being like, look, man, you've had these amount of calls and you just don't get this part of it. And it's more than that. It's more than the guns. It's more than the action. It's more than the bus. It's about building a community, you know? And I think that's the part that, you know, we're missing. And I just want us to just make sure that we're still standing up. Right. When we see stuff like this happen, to still stand up and be like, nah, we can't, we're demanding that you guys don't get away with that. Right. We're demanding a change in the policy, because if we just allow it to happen, it's just going to continue to happen. And then we're going to be walking around gingerly all the time, you know, and feeling like we can't have our own respect. And that's part of the issue now. Right. Is that we don't feel respected, right?
We don't feel respected. And another thing is we got to unify, man. Like, shout out to, what's her name? Miss Toledo. In the video, who's actually the one recording it, screaming, I can't breathe at a certain part of the video. But that's what it takes, man. Us as general minority to stick together, man. We all got it hard. Life is hard for everybody, and unfortunately, especially of people of color. Not that tragedy doesn't hit, our fair-skinned brethren and sisters, but we just got it naturally hard, and it's just like we have to, like Puerto Ricans can say nigga. We let Fat Joe do it. Nobody say nothing. If we that close, well, with Fat Joe and anybody else can say nigga, like, then we need to band together. It shouldn't be a divide. Like, let's unify, man. Let's stand up for the injustices of other races and other cultures and other ethnicities, man. Don't be the person standing back. Sure, it's good to record, man, but sometimes I feel like, man, you gotta jump in there sometimes, man. Like, I mean,
everybody getting sprayed up, fucking with them cops.
Yeah.
You jump in, bro.
Yeah.
I think like I pray for his wife, yo, and I'm so proud of her because like if that was my husband, bruh. This would have been crazy. This video, there's no way
I can only imagine, bro. Yeah,
bruh. It literally got my blood racing. Like I wanted to jump through that motherfucking iPhone 10.
WrestleMania.
What? Put my leotard on and my slouch socks.
Come on, you better glow up.
You understand me? Like Zoya the Destroyer.
Yeah, I love it, man. But yo, it's just, and I would love for if there are any officers that are watching that our viewers have connections with, man. Let's find a way that we can sit down, man. Just in general, man. I think we as a people have to be accountable for ourselves in a sense where we got to start encouraging our brothers and sisters to walk with some esteem. Like I prize you all the time is you walk with such an esteem about yourself. Like, you just demand, this respect. And I just encourage all of our brothers and sisters, just demand that respect, not just with your mouth, but with your actions, man. Walk out there and be proud, man. We dope, man. And it's just, I would love for us to just sit down and just have a conversation with some officers. Find out what is the primary objective of an officer. Like, is it to protect and to serve, or is it to enforce laws? And obviously, they have to go hand in hand, but which one do we concern ourselves with first? Like, are you here to protect and serve your community and the ones that you call home, or are you here to say, yo, I'm willing to lock everybody up?
And on top of that, yo, we got to make sure that as a community, we push for some damn answers, I don't know, what's today? The 7th?
7th, yeah.
This happened on March 31st. So He's been detained for like over a week now, right?
Right. I'd like to get some more information on why he's still being...
Exactly. And what we need to do to, collaboratively, if we have to come together, make a donation, if there's a GoFundMe that we all need to be out there supporting, every little bit counts, but it doesn't sound like, to me, from what I saw, it does not look like, he should be where he is, and we definitely need to rally behind him and make sure that we make this right.
Facts, man. Well, Brett, man, I'm glad you're doing better. You looking better. You're feeling better.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm glad too. Hey, come on. Yeah.
I was in the beauty supply,
Well, you already know who it is, man. It's Smacking. It's MsKickRocks, man, and it is a difference of opinion. Hey.